Pistons fans, what's going on? Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, man. Nice and brisk day out here today. And let's do a little bit of Pistons chatting right quick. Listen. I hear a lot about Isaiah Stewart, which we all love Isaiah Stewart. I hear a lot about the injury with Killian Hayes and this and that and the third. I'm not hearing enough about Sadiq Bay. And, maybe me, myself, I am not really putting enough info out there for people to really pay attention to what this young man is, man. Sadiq Bay is not a player that's going to go and put the ball through his legs and dunk and stuff like that. That's not his game. He was brought here to be a 3-and-D guy, but he has the potential to be so much more. He already has kept up both ends of that bargain. Do you know that Sadiq Bay is tied for number 2 for the most three-pointers made from a rookie within his first 7 games. For first 7 NBA games, this young man has 19 three-pointers. 19. Tied for second. Don't think he's going to slow down either. Sadiq Bay, the thing about his game is his game does not demand extreme athleticism. He's going to be a durable guy. His game style, the smoothness to his game is just going to keep him around, and it's just going to allow him to be consistent at what he does. He's going to improve gradually, maybe add more things to his game, but Sadiq Bay's game is NBA. It is so NBA. It's, like I said, out of all the rookies, he's just a grown man. He's a grown man from day one. Y'all seen it yourself from day one. Like I said, he's going to have rookie mistakes here and there. But his game is strictly like it's veteran. It's veteran level, man. Some veterans can't even get in the game and just play smoothly like that. Like I said, he may make a errant pass here and there. That's just the youth and trying to get the speed of the game and start to understand things. But as far as his talents, Sadiq Bay is it. He is it, you guys. Sadiq Bay is it, man. I didn't even realize how well he was shooting it until I went and looked at his stats. And right after that, I seen a story where someone put the record out there. So that's how I caught wind of that. But just me alone looking at the stats was like, wow. From a rookie in his first 7 games. Now, another thing I want to talk to y'all about is Mr. Jeremy Grant. I'm sitting up here listening to 97.1, Carson Anderson. And, I usually have a good vibe with those two here and there. Besides their nonchalantness to real life situations. But when it comes to sport, we pretty much agree. This one, I don't agree. They compared Jeremy Grant to Jerry Stackhouse. I get where you're going. He's going to score a lot of points. And they was calling him Jeremy Butt. Jeremy Butt. And what that means is Jeremy Grant scored a lot of points, but the Pistons lose to such and such. We're going to hear that a lot this season. But the difference between him and Jeremy Stackhouse is, 1, competence in management now. 2, he has a lot of good pieces that are going to surround him for the next 2 to 3 years. Not this season, But once these rookies start to develop, once we add more, once we go dip back into the free agency, he's going to have a much better team, a much better opportunity, much better young guys around him. It's just different. It's just not the same. But from a scoring standpoint, I get it. Yes, he's going to score a lot of points and losing games. That's just going to happen. That's the roster we have right now. That's just what we are. We have an overpaid guy that just can't do it anymore. And we have a bunch of kids on our team. So I get where you're going for this season. But like I said, they're going to get better. Especially Sadiq Bay, Isaiah Stewart. May take Killian a little bit longer, depends on what he decides to do. And for players like Saban Lee, yes, learning the game is going to take him the same. But, for guys like Sadiq Bay, Makai Luke, those type of guys, their games doesn't demand a lot. They don't have the most difficult position in the NBA, which is the point guard position, which is what Killian Hayes has to do. Because you have to be a scorer, a thinker, you have to take care of the basketball, you have to think for your teammates. It's a difficult position. It's the most difficult in the NBA to be that leader. So it's going to take him time for that, obviously, especially with Blake Griffin at the helm. So Sadiq Bay, Makai Luke, their games is easy. It's a little bit easier. Only thing they need to know how to do is be aggressive and shoot the basketball and try to play some defense. That's it. And Isaiah Stewart, his game style is like I said, it's natural for him. He doesn't have to try to work on those natural abilities. He just needs to learn the game and when and what not to do and things like that. The nuances of the game and the game speed. Saban Lee, also a point guard. It's the decision making and when to do and what not to do is what's going to take him and Killian a long time to get down, because this is the NBA we're talking about here. Even though Saban may develop it a little bit faster, because he like I say, he played in Vanderbilt. He had that experience. But Killian Hayes was overseas in Germany, man. Like I said, just preparation alone over there is not even the same. So it's just going to take time. Now, one more thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Coach Casey. I had put a tweet out on Twitter and said that I'm tired of Coach Casey. I am tired of Coach Casey. I really am. And the reason why I'm tired of Coach Casey is simply because the way that he has these young guys playing, the lineups he put out there, obviously we all know about that. But it is slowing down. I feel like they can develop a little bit better, a little bit faster, if he did things a little bit different. More putting the young guys out there together and throwing in maybe one veteran with them. Because this is their team. This is their team. These old guys ain't going to be around here except Jeremy Grant and Plumlee if you don't trade them away. So this is their team. They need to build chemistry together. They need to learn together. And that's just me personally, what I would do as a coach. But the substitutions just drive me nuts. But at the same time, the lineups just coming out the gate. Sometimes the starting lineups just drive me nuts. And it's just, man, do you guys realize that Sekou Doumbouya did not take one shot last night? He didn't take one. As a coach, I'm pulling my guy who's supposed to be one of the guys of my future, and I'm getting in his ear. Listen, you need to be aggressive. You need to do this. I never see KC do that. Never. I never see him pull them guys to the side and say, hey, man, you need to let it all out. There's no way that I'm having Sekou Doumbouya out there for 13 minutes and taking 0 shots. I don't care. I mean, it already speaks to how bad he substitutes Sekou. Sekou got to shoot the damn ball. Let's just be honest, man. He got to shoot the ball. Last year, we were looking for a guy to come out his next season and just take the helm. It looked like he don't even want to shoot. He's so worried about if he do something wrong, he's going to go sit down. I don't like coaches like that, man. This season, you're not going to be successful, Dwayne Casey. Let them kids make mistakes. The only way that they're going to learn is to let them kids make mistakes. Get them out there. Period. You got some guys down right now. There's no reason, like I said, Blake Griffin been taking games off. There's no reason you can't find room in this rotation to get Sekou out there for longer periods of time and to do more coaching. There's no reason. Like I said, we got so many bright spots with this team, with our rookies, with Sekou himself, Josh Jackson. Let's not forget. Like I told y'all just last night, man, that lineup they had out there with the young guys, the oldest person on that lineup was Mikhailu, 23 years old. Pistons fans, you have a future. How fast that future will come, it's in Dwayne Casey's hands. I'm not saying Dwayne Casey is a horrible coach. He's not horrible. Sometimes his strategies just don't add up to me. No coach is perfect in this league. None. Not even coaches in history like Phil Jackson. No coach is perfect. That man just had some fortunate, talented guys. But yeah, when you have players like that, it make you look a little bit better than what you are, Steve Kerr. So, like I said, Dwayne Casey just need to, him and his staff, they need to, him and Sweeney, and they need to do what they got to do and get these young guys some confidence. Because you can tell by the decisions that they make out there, it's confidence. It's confidence. You need to have these rookies go out there and say, listen, I'm the baddest MF on this floor. Seriously, man. I couldn't be a coach because I'd be out there yelling and cussing at everybody. You shoot a weak layup, oh, you going to hear about it. So I don't have the compassion that Dwayne Casey has. So that's why I'm not going to knock him. But, listen, go out there, be aggressive. Young fellas, do what you got to do. And these guys are going to develop, man. Let's just watch this team grow. They're going to get better and better and better. Last night was the first time we lost by the largest margin. The Pistons don't go down easy already. And they're just starting. And we have injury issues. We got a bunch of kids on this team. They don't go down easy. They will fight you to death. Eventually, when you have young teams like that, that translates to wins. It starts to translate to wins. Man, it's 13-something minutes, man. I'm done talking. I done already talked too much. Y'all have a good day out there, man, and I'll see you guys next game.